For more than 60 years, Salisbury, North Carolina has honored sports media for excellence. Each spring, state and national sportscasters and sports writers of the year travel to this city in the North Carolina Piedmont, where the locals roll out the red carpet.
Well, I think first off, it's Southern hospitality, which is often mentioned, but it's very hard to duplicate anywhere else. It's true, it's genuine, it's real. I think the small community does add to that as well, because you get a sense that the people really make it happen. It's not the organization necessarily or the infrastructure of a city or attraction by large buildings, or large hotels, all that stuff. It's the people who keep it going. I think whenever you have something that's people-driven and authentic, that really resonates, I think, with a lot of us. And you look at a lot of the national or the local sports writers and sportscasters of the year, many of them have been honored multiple times and keep coming back. And that says everything you need to know about Salisbury in this weekend.
That it's not like going to a Chicago or an LA or a New York where you check in to the Waldorf and everything's taken care of. This is very grassrootsy, and most everybody in the sports business started covering high school sports or small college or something along those lines. And I think there's a connection that makes that real to Salisbury that maybe you don't get if you have this in a big metropolitan area.
It's not too many cities that love sports writers like Salisbury does, and so like I said, it's a highlight of the year for me.
People here are the real people. It's the fabric of what our country's about. Blue collar, hard working, and that's what my mom and dad were about.
Vitale was inducted into the NSSA Hall of Fame last year, along with Detroit Free Press columnist and best-selling author Mitch Albom.
And these guys to me were legendary, and to see my picture in that same size frame, I figure, well, if my picture's going to be there, it's going to be this big because theirs should be this big. It's surreal. It's surreal. I'm very, very flattered by it and very humbled by it, but it is a little surreal.
I'm just a jock. Somebody gave me a microphone, said, talk about the game you love, and I've tried to do that with passion, with some feeling, and it's really been beautiful. I can't believe the National Sportscasters and Sports Writers Hall of Fame. Wow.
While the Hall of Fame showcases the biggest names in the industry, two-time National Sportscaster of the Year Dan Patrick says it's not the big guys who matter most.
The hardest workers are the local guys. Because national, I have something every day teed up for me. I work in the Olympics. I'm working Football Night in America. I'm lucky. The guy who's there every day, no matter where it is, no matter what state, small city, town, and they do it, those are the people who do it for the right reasons.
NSSA will honor those local guys, 105 state winners from the lower 48 and D.C. They'll be joined by the newest Hall of Fame class, sportscaster Marv Albert and sports writer Rick Riley, an 11-time NSSA national winner. NBC hockey play-by-play announcer Mike Doc Emmerich will join us as the National Sportscaster of the Year, and Peter King will return to Salisbury as the National Sports Writer of the Year for the third time since 2010.
To be honored by the NSSA means everything to me because these are my peers who vote on this award. And so it's extremely humbling. I mean, I'm not an artful writer. I'm not somebody who's ever going to outright Rick Riley or Joe Posnanski for a living, but just love what I do and try to go out and I've always sort of lived by I want to take people where they can't go as a reporter. So I'm very humbled that that's been recognized.
NSSA also presents the Big House Gaines College Basketball Coach of the Year Awards for Division I and Division II, and along with STAA, the Jim Nantz College Sportscaster of the Year Award. It was won last year by Emerson College graduate Ross Lipman.
It makes me feel like I'm a part of the community, and that is something that not a lot of people who are just graduating college can say. At the moment, I am still currently gainfully unemployed. I'm hoping that will change in the near future, but just to be here and to be meeting these people and to learning and to hear their stories, that's been, the best part so far.
A postscript. Shortly after last June's banquet, Lipman was hired as a sports anchor and reporter at a TV station in Vermont. The awards weekend begins with registration at a reception at Salisbury's Courtyard Marriott. Then the welcome dinner, which will be followed by the annual NSSA Issues Forum. Longtime NSSA sponsor, the National Athletic Trainers Association, will once again put on an awards brunch and sports medicine-related seminars on Sunday, June 8th. The third NSSA Sports Book Festival will follow in the afternoon. And then folks get to let their hair down and network at the NSSA Barbecue, held at the historic Salisbury Station Train Depot. On Monday morning, June 9th, the Country Club of Salisbury plays host to the annual NSSA Celebrity Golf and Tennis Tournaments, with the Tennis Industry Association joining NSSA as a first-time sponsor. For those who want to relax, NSSA sponsors a luncheon and tour downtown. That all sets the stage for Monday night's awards banquet, the 55th annual, held at Catawba College's Goodman Gym. Mike Tirico has the last word on what this weekend means.
It means a lot for a variety of reasons. I think number one is that your peers are the ones who vote on it, people who are also sportscasters, and that's the ultimate recognition in any professional endeavor, I think. And what the NSSA has done over the years and Salisbury for sportscasters and sports writers is hard to figure why they've done it. It's way beyond the call, and it's very appreciated, and it's an honor to be a small part of what's been a great big tradition over the many years now.
For more information on this year's awards weekend, call or email us, or go to nssafame.com.